want you guys to go support Piston Mike. Y'all go to the subscribe button. He at 480 right now. Let's get him to 1,000, 100,000, 500,000, million subscribers as soon as possible, bid. Let's help him put it down. Make sure you go over there and subscribe. If you like the Pistons, you want to support me, think about sending me a donation. Best way you can help me right now is go subscribe over to Piston Mike and go help him get his numbers up, putting in work, hard work, smart work, dedicated work, consistent work. So make sure you go over there and appreciate that work. So remember, the name is Piston Mike, and I have a link in the description. If you have a problem finding it on YouTube, it'll be under source link or Piston Mike channel link in the description. Peace.
All right, man. David Ojabo injured himself at Michigan's Pro Day. He's the really, really good defensive end, had a lot of potential, a lot of athleticism. We did a live earlier this morning. People asked me, should the Lions still draft David Ojabo? Now, he was set to go in the first round, all right? If you had to ask me, maybe only Aiden Hutchinson, Thibodeau, Jermaine Johnson, and possibly Trayvon Walker were the only other edges that were maybe better than him or competitive or higher than him are the only ones I really can think of. And apparently he tore his Achilles, okay? Um, so a lot of people ask me, should, a lot of questions. You consider him at 32, should you draft them all? I'm going to answer them real quick. Check out the Detroit Lions Talk Players more videos like this. As Michigan's David Ojabo suffered torn Achilles during pro day, could miss 6 months, sources say. So April, May, June, July, August, September. So you can get them back sometime next season. Okay, you probably being realistic, probably saying November, December, and then again, I remember John Wall had a similar injury and he blew his Achilles completely out twice. So he said he slipped on a toy or something at the crib and blew it out again. So, like I said before, I'm always on the side of caution when you talking about guys like Meacham, John Michie, or whatever, the Alabama boys, Jamison and Meacham. Talking about guys that's already suffered injuries like a torn Achilles in January or torn or ACLs in January. I mean, I wouldn't even rush them back. I would not expect anything from them. I would just go ahead and redshirt them and welcome them back next year. All right, but it says Michigan linebacker David Ojabo suffered a torn Achilles during his pro day workout at the school, and team source told ESPN after Saturday. Adam, according to Scheffner, doctors expect Ojabo to be on a similar recovery timelines. Los Angeles Rams running back Cam Akers who tore his Achilles in July and returned to play in about 6 months. That could put Ojabo in line to miss a few weeks of the NFL of the 2022 NFL regular season. Ojabo is ranked by Mel Kiper as the number one outside linebacker in the 2022 NFL draft. Had been projected as a first-round pick and needed help of his trainer to get off the field. He suffered an injury to his left leg Friday. He said, quote, he was wincing in pain, Michigan teammate Aiden Hudson said, I'm hoping he's all right. Right, so we know all the story. Michigan fans are we've been local. So a lot of people be like, well, you can't expect him to be Cam Akers for one. All right, what Cam Akers did was incredible, and he came back and he was a real weapon. He looked close to 100% of what he was his rookie year, right? And that position asked him to do a lot of cutting and stuff, but Ojabo is not a linebacker. He's an edge defensive end. That's what he is. He can't stand up and play outside linebacker. He's a pass rusher. So you put him in line with the other pass rushers. He's not an outside linebacker. You're not going to ask him to get out there and play the weaker strong side in a 4-3 defense. Just what it is. You're not going to slide him inside on a 3-4 defense. He's an edge rusher. He's a guy to go get the passer. Now, can he occasionally drop and play the flats and play the hook zones or occasionally cover somebody one-on-one? Yes, right? And like I said, he can be back. I wouldn't rush him back. Any of them guys, I wouldn't rush them back. The receivers that blown out their Achilles, I wouldn't rush anybody back, especially a rookie. They learning, they thinking. You worry about. I wouldn't rush anybody back. My opinion, I would just redshirt. A lot of people say, well, that's wrong. They can come back and, you're dealing with some people them guys that's young and their career ain't starting yet. I'll give them a fresh start. And I said, what, you can get some practice rep in, maybe here and there. Just work on coming back. They're too young to mess up the body. So, like I said before, he could be back next season for some teams, right? And me personally, I wouldn't rush any of them back. Sorry. Cam Akers a little bit different. He already played like a second-year player, but I wouldn't want to rush anybody back. I would start thinking about him late second, third round. Same for the Alabama receivers. You know what I'm saying? And I know I just can't see the Lions, taking somebody else injured. Remember last year, they took two guys who missed their last season in college football. They missed, Sewell missed the previous season, Anazorki missed the previous season, and Levi and Anazorki, I think the position change and the lower back injury hurt. So we just been known for, got a quarterback in Jared Goff who got injured again last year. So been a lot of injuries, So I think he will make 100% recovery. I don't remember him having a big injury history at Michigan. I just wouldn't entertain that 30-second. I just think there's other better options that could be there. Now, if it's somebody like Hutchinson, he blew his shit out and he started 30-second, or Thibodeau, then yeah, it's no brainer. Or somebody that's that blue collar, blue chip name, and that blue chip name, yeah. I just at 30-second as far as the Alabama receiver, I couldn't do it when I could take Pickens. And I could if I really blew. It's just hard to evaluate. When I started talking about people who blew their stuff out and like that, started talking about second round. Now, if you're there in the first pick with the second round pick, then I think about it. Alabama boys, then I think about it. They're around in the third round, it's just a no-brainer. Maybe I take some collateral and move up and get them and hope they fall to me. That's what I'm thinking. So 30-second pick, I just think it's too much healthy talent that's going to be there. Now, the pick a couple later, then maybe you think about it. Maybe you think about it. Maybe you say, well, I can wait on them to come back. And maybe that change, what you think, what you look at the top of the board. Maybe you end up getting it to Thibodeau, Hutchinson, or whoever, and pairing them with David Ojabo. So at the end of the day, I think the second round is when you start looking at them, even as high as the couple picks after the 30-second. So that's my opinion. Let me know what you girls and guys think. Check Detroit Lions Talk playlist for more videos like this. You can find me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. If you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video request, Twitter's the fastest way, and Facebook and Instagram, all links description. We'll make a financial donation, Cash App, $, CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link description. Let me know what you girls and guys think. Where would you where would you consider David Ojabo after he tore his Achilles out? And then you got to remember also, Jeff Okudah had the same injury. Romeo Cora had the same injury as well too. So he could be back as soon as 6 months. It'll put him in a few missed weeks, but I just like I said before, I just want to rush these young guys back, give them a clean slate next season. Just my opinion. But hey, let me know what you girls got.